あの季節を見て、私に、あらわな枝が涼しくなります。枯葉は三枚もない林に、鳥の優香が取り残されます。
Testing, testing. Hope I don't have to hold this up. 聞こえますか皆さん。こんにちは皆さん。今、Gangtokにいます。Sorry about all the sound. I'm gonna try and clean it up, but I have a long way to walk, so I'm just gonna hold this as comfortably as I can. I'm recording this on my phone, and I have earphones in. This is kind of impromptu, as you can guess. Like, I'm on a trip, solo trip, and I thought I'd just maybe record one of the nicer walks that I'm taking. As you can probably also guess, actually not, but like, it's pretty warm here. It's around 12 noon, and it's really bright. And that is a view. Look at that. That is Gangtok. I'm really new to this whole walking and recording thing. Just sort of thought I'd do it, but I'm just gonna record as I walk. I have a bit of a steep climb ahead of me, but I hope the view's gonna be worth it soon. So more on that when I reach the top. Alright. So when I said the top, I didn't mean like where I'm actually going. That's a few kilometers away. But I'm staying in this youth hostel, and that's down a steep road. So yeah, that was kind of a hard climb. But anyway, I was just walking up, but I'm not very athletic. I said I'm not very athletic. Yeah, so I'm going to this Buddhist monastery that I've been meaning to visit. I was actually at two yesterday. Like, one is pretty much outside town, and it's a little expensive if you take a cab. And then I absolutely walked myself ragged walking to the other one. So there's actually like this thing called a ropeway, you know, like a cable car, and the other monastery that I'm talking about is like fairly close to that. But so in case you haven't looked it up or just don't know, for like the 5 or 6 people from outside India, the city I'm in is Gangtok. It's what we call a hill station. It's the state capital of the northern or northeastern Indian state of Sikkim, and yeah, there's plenty of steep walking. Like, it's basically a city in the mountains. I think it's like about 1.4 kilometers above sea level. I won't say that the air is thin or anything, but and for a guy like me, it's kind of hard to walk. Still, that's what I'm gonna do. Whew. Okay, so I've gotten a little closer to where I need to be. Here's a quick view where you are, and if I pick up someone doing anything personal, I'll just try and blur that out. And I think I need to go that way, but I'll just check the map. Okay, so I seem to be going in the right direction. The sun isn't in my eyes anymore, so that helps. I'm gonna keep this on anyway, because like I'm not carrying a backpack, and like trying to like stick my glasses down my shirt isn't really my thing. What really confuses me is how like even the locals are wearing warm clothing, because like I arrived here a couple of days ago, and I mean just like walking up and down these slopes is enough for me to like work up a sweat. And it's a veritable workout for me. It's like, oh man, how are they even keeping on those stairs? Like, I had to take my jacket off yesterday when I was out walking by the mall. It's a pretty fancy place. It's nice. Like, you've got this whole road called, actually it's like Mall Road linked to Mahatma Gandhi Marg, and like, you can't drive there, so they have all these restaurants and bars and pubs, and people can just walk around and take photos. There's also a big statue of a red panda, which is local fauna, and some people take photos with that. Something that I really like so far is that no matter how hard or how steep like climbs are, the sidewalks are nice. You've got these railings. They also have like pedestrian crossings, like what do you call those? Like where you walk up a bridge and it crosses. It's like the opposite of like a subway crossing. Anyway, I think that's one of them. I mean, they've made it really nice for like pedestrians, like locals, tourists, whatever. Whew. And there's the sun again. Right, so my Maps app is acting up a little bit, but I did see a road sign, so I think I'm heading in the right direction. Yet again, Maps is acting kind of sus, but it also tells me it seems to be heading in the right direction. So here's a cool view of trees. And I moved my camera around to okay, so you've got a school down there, and I asked a local, at least I think he's a local, and I did walk quite a bit in the wrong direction, but that's okay. Like, it's a nice view. I'm passing I think Raj Bhavan, and there's also a post office that I guess no one cares about. Cool view, huh? Sorry, I was holding the camera the wrong way. Nice clouds. Okay, so the good news is that it wasn't that far off, and I asked another man and he pointed me in the right direction. The bad news is that we're up in Gangtok, and there are signs saying it's a steep ascent. I'm gonna burn a few calories doing this. At least the view is nice. I can barely see my screen though, but I think it's nice. Up and away. I hope you can see this, because like the sun's falling on my screen. And that's a nice view. You can see quite a bit of the city down there. Okay, I'm not really looking forward to the next few minutes because they seem to be laying asphalt, and I'm not really fond of the smell. But anyway, here goes nothing. It really is a steep climb. Here's some nice trees. I'm not sure if my phone can pick this up, but I'm gonna try and record this. It's the sound of insects. Whew. And that's the sound of me gasping for breath. Okay, so I'm more than a little short of breath, and I actually had to ask someone right here. Is that a cow? Anyway, but I just turned, like, I just walked up like a bend in the road, and here we are. There's a cafeteria here. Pretty neat. Like, they've got this broadcasting thing here. Hope they don't mind me photographing. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna have to cut that bit out. So like, they have a broadcasting thing over there, like station, but like it says photography prohibited, so I'm gonna erase that. play by the rules, huh? Anyway, it's actually pretty neat. Like, they've got a few stores here and stuff, and I think they even even got a hotel. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab a bite to eat before I walk in. Okay, so before I go on, there are two cute cats sitting on somebody's scooter. I'm gonna blur out like the license plate, but I thought you should see the cats. Um, anyway, here's a better view. There's the car park from at the monastery, and so you can see parts of like, I don't think that's actually like main Gangtok, but you can see like residences, and it's a nice view. Sorry, I'm not a good narrator. Okay, so here's the interesting part. Gonna try and leave everyone I don't know out of this. Don't know anyone here actually. So there's the monastery, and as it says over there, it's one of the oldest monasteries in this part of the country. I'm stumbling a little bit there because Sikkim does have an interesting history. You can look it up. I'm sure you can look it up on Wikipedia. But anyway, this is one of the most old and, as it says here, sacred to Buddhism sites in the city. So and if I haven't said that already, it's called Enchey Monastery or Enchey Gumpo. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm gonna speak like the local language. Anyway, I hope I don't have to like delete any of this, but let me just go in. Hopefully they'll let me take videos. One of the monks is looking at me a little weird, so I'm going to be as polite as I can. I hope this isn't against the rules, but this is the entranceway to the monastery proper. There's a sign here that says I'm at the Mani Korlo, which is the prayer wheel. I'm just going to show it in a second when a few other tourists have passed. These are smaller wheels, and there was someone passing. That's like the main wheel, as you can see. Still out of breath. And it says here that Buddhists spin this to accumulate good karma and put away bad karma. Also, like just adding this in passing, if you watched my other video on that radio show, that show had Vajrayana Buddhism as an element, and that's what they practice here. They practice a specific sect that's oh, what's this? I hope they don't mind me photographing this, but like other people are taking photos too. So here they practice a particular sect called Nyingma. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. I don't care to stop anyone to ask, but that's how it is. These people are looking at me funny. They probably think I'm taking photos of them, which isn't what I'm doing. I seem to have reached like the main courtyard, and I'm going to take this video as politely as I can. There's a woman praying, so I'm going to move up. There's a guy with his kid, and okay, whatever. I'm going to blur them out. Over there, I think is where the monks live, and what I just caught is probably the temple. I'm going to walk around a little. I'm a little confused about that place. I said it was a temple, and I think I saw like some shrine of worship, but it also says office on the outside. Anyway, this seems to be like the main temple. I've been inside a few recently actually, so I'm going to spare myself the trouble of going in, I think, and obviously even if I go in, I can't take photos, so I'm just going to walk over there. I was reading about the prayer hall in front of me, but like, there's a cat here that I wanted you to see. I like cats. As you can probably tell, it's very hot, and I basically made a round of the yard, very few signs. Also took that quick clip of that cat. So anyway, I'm trying to keep my voice low. I hope all this shows up in the video. But there's that office behind me, and you can see a view of the hills behind. I'm just gonna start heading back now. And hopefully I won't be causing offense to anyone, and I did see people like taking photos and stuff, and I did see people taking photos and stuff, and I mean, there were some monks walking around, and they did kind of look at me, but that's probably because I look like a tourist. And other than that, I didn't see any signs forbidding photography, which is pretty normal these days anyway. Like, I've only ever seen photography forbidden inside, like, a shrine or temple. And the one I was at yesterday had this couple taking photos inside anyway, which I personally think is quite rude. But anyway, this seems to be empty, so might actually have better luck keeping this in the final video. Oh, there's the boy running towards me. Just gonna keep him out. And, anyway, that's it for today, and I hope most of this is audible when I finally edit the video. But for the few people who actually liked watching this and watched to the end, thank you for watching.